Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. In motion left is Wilson. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
2 and now on 1st down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
In motion left goes Boyd.
11 empty.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Uses the stiff arm. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Ready?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. Now offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm one, ready?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go, here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On one, ready?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Wilson with a 1st down carry. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go, set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. Forced out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
11. Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Guns. Stop. 11 MT. 11 MT. Tank.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
I'm wondering.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue strike.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try to mount a comeback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start the drive with Wilson.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 44, Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Tua. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted intercepted yet again. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't done it to scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
11-90.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Burrow on play action.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
11 MT, take.
Again, it's Burrow.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bengals get a bit closer.
So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Okay, ready?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On the draw, it's Wilson.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another carry for Wilson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Ready up.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Tua now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here we go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
11, Thomas. 11.
Burrow will throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cut.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback. But certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Here we go.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass to the right side and complete to Hurst. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On 2.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To the air again, Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slob their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you prayed for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
1-1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Burrow.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
11.
Burrow.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Okay, right?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On one, ready?
Here's Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go, here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time is run out on this ball game.